Hey, what's up everybody? It is Kellen here from Start Your Systems, and welcome back to another edition of Track Walk, where today we're playing Sky Madness Round 3 by Storken, Wall Amped, whatever you want to call him. We're back doing Sky Madness. It's been a little bit since I've done the Sky Madness series. I've done every round except this round at this point. And I said the last time I did a Sky Madness track walk, which was over a year ago, that I wanted to finish them off. And so this is my attempt to actually finally finish them off today with Sky Madness Round 3. I kind of, honestly, I did this series like the Star Wars series a little bit now that I realize it, because I started with I think four or five maybe, and then did like 5, 6, 1, 2, and now I'm doing 3. So very Star Wars like, with the Star Wars episode, 1, 2, 3 coming after 4, 5, 6 essentially. But these tracks are gnarly. They are very difficult to complete. If you've never seen the Sky Madness series on this channel before, first of all, you're missing out. Second of all, they're really difficult. I challenge anybody that's watching this video now to go ahead and just go download it right now and maybe try to beat my time if you can. I would assume you could, because I'm not the best at this game, to be honest with you, but they're a fun challenge to have. And I figured, since we're going through a bit of a weird kind of rough stretch with everything going on in the world, it'd be nice to just kind of take a breather and play this game and kind of do something unique and fun and different that not everybody gets to see on this channel, or maybe not everybody gets to see in Sim, for that matter. And yeah, this stuff is always really fun. So what I've done here is I'm going to try the best of my abilities to not do the kind of like cuts or like cheats, I guess, by like cutting the track. I'm going to do it here just because you kind of got the gist that single track was just about to turn. I actually happened to have a little fall there. I was doing really well until that point, much better than I had been doing on the first attempt that I tried to do this video. I didn't land on the half pipe smooth enough there. But I want to try to show off as many of these aspects of the actual track as I can, and I'd also really like to, if I can, finish this in under 10 minutes. I doubt it's going to happen, but so far we're actually making pretty good time. And I'm playing the practice version, which has all these shortcuts to get back up onto the hills and stuff like that. If you play the race version, it doesn't have these ramps on the sides, so you can't get back up. Once you fall, it's over. So it's kind of like a fun little thing to do with your friends, where it's like you can challenge each other and see who goes the farthest, I guess. But other than that, it's all just very brutal and hard and time consuming, and it's going to take up a lot of your day if you try to do it without the ramps to get you back up after you fall. So that's why I'm using the ramps, because for the purposes of a track walk video, it'd just be nice to not have to, reset a bunch and go back to a different spot and move around and all this stuff. So just doing that, which I've always done with this Sky Madness series. But yeah, we're going to try to make it through all of this pretty cleanly if I can. So far, actually going pretty well. Much better than I really actually anticipated it was going to go. Yeah, this is working out pretty well so far. Can't believe how fast I made it to this point. This part is brutally hard for me. And wow, how am I going to do this clean too? What the heck? I don't understand this. Like, I was terrible the first run through when I played this. I tried to play it once just so that I knew what I was gonna have coming up in front of me. But I definitely did not anticipate that I would be like this clean on the course. I knew that this table was here, so I knew that was coming. Like, I know it's coming, I get it, but man, I really just didn't expect to be this good. So how about that? I'm making some really good time on the course. Now, this part's going to take me a little bit longer, just because the setup for some of these sections coming up is actually, like, it's slower than what I just went through, and this isn't going to help. Don't fall off. There we are. It's crazy. I was just talking about how, like, it's really actually pretty hard to make it through this whole map without doing the resets, and then I've literally only done like one full reset of the map so far with going up a side ramp. So I guess maybe it is a little bit more possible than I expected. I am definitely not the best at these games anymore. because I play a lot of different games outside of this, and this isn't going to help my case. Let's just pretend that I was in that whoop section. Oh man, I forgot that this section's right here. Never mind. Let's go ahead and go back and do it the right way. But yeah, these challenges, or these tracks, are really challenging and quite a bit of fun to be had. You know, it's not like it's the best track ever made or anything like that, but it's different, it's unique. Because it's supposed to be a mech simulator, a lot of people get like kind of turned off by these tracks because they're like, well, I want, you know, like a realistic motocross track with ruts and bumps and tables and all that stuff. And I get it, like this isn't realistic by any stretch of the imagination. Like you're not going to find this type of course out anywhere unless Travis Pastrana decides to build it. But it still is unique and fun and just something different to do with the game that's outside of the box. I mean, like I said, a lot of what's going on in the world right now means that we're just kind of sitting around doing nothing for the most part while we, you know, kind of self-quarantine. A lot of people, I think, are doing. So in the meantime, we can do fun, interesting things like this. And that's why I decided to do it for a track walk today, to give you guys something different to talk about, you know, just something that's not another supercross track or another motocross track. It is outside of the box by a long shot, you know. Like this isn't something you play in this game every day, or I guess if you do, kudos to you. This is not something that I would pick up and play sim every day to do, because this is just like, oh my gosh, so much work to do this. You have to be really, really good at like backing up and knowing where the bike is going to be and all this stuff like that on these types of maps. All right, yeah. Well, you get it. There's a skinny little trail right there. And yeah, I've been great up until this point, and now I'm going to start sucking, which is just typical me. This happens all the time. I do really well on one half of the track and start sucking on the second half. And it's just awesome. I thought I was going to beat a 10-minute time, and I'm not going to do it because I can't figure out how to go up a stupid little simple uphill. Oh, let me squeeze through here. Yep. Nice. I should have lowered my gearing too. I have a -1.1 gearing on the 250F because that's pretty standard to do for Supercross, Motocross, or whatever else in this game. But it kind of sucks for this because it really lugs the bike. And you don't really want to lug the bike too much on this. You want to be in a pretty high RPM for a lot of this, because a lot of it is either, you know, getting a lot of traction instantaneously, or in this case, it's a little bunny hop from section to section and not having any oomph in the engine. Really, really sucks. I'm on a 250F. I could have done this on a 450, which is definitely a little bit easier to do stuff like this, just because you do get that extra traction. But I wanted it to be similar to what I've been doing. All right, well, I'm not going to go back and do those hopping sections, but I am going to make sure I still hit that stupid little wall thing right after it. Storken, wall amped, whatever you want to call him, he loves putting these wall things on these maps. If you go back and watch some of the other Sky Madness videos, these little wall things are everywhere. There was already one we saw in the beginning of the map. I'm not a huge fan of them just because it's like, honestly, it's kind of like a pure luck thing. Like, you do have to know how to get the front tire up on it like that, but I don't know. Anyway, this section is hard though. It's supposed to be like a whoop section, and you just got to get to each one, and didn't get it. Of course I'm not going to get it. Ah, man. So it's like a roller section, but in the middle of every roller is a gap, and I've always taken roller sections as like doubles in this game. Like the Millville sand whoops, double if you can. But in this one, it wants you to like hit everyone like it's a whoop, which is just so freaking hard to do. It's just, oh my goodness. I don't know how I just landed that. You just have to be so good on your timing. Your entry speed has to be perfect, and you have to be really good about knowing when to shift up and yada, yada, yada. All right, let's try to get it this time. Nice, got it, okay. And then a little table right here. And then this is a wall jump, or a wall ride, I should say, not a wall jump. Pretty simple. Into a little rutted out single jump. And then an off camber. And look at that, on the lap 2, just under 10 minutes. That's exactly what I was going for, is that 10-minute mark. And I made it, so there you go. That is a lap of Sky Madness, round number 3. Yeah, that's the one we're on. By Storken, MXS, Wall Amped, whatever you want to call him. Link in the description below if you guys want to try this out, or if you just want to watch me hate myself on this track repeatedly for 10 minutes, then you found the right video for you on YouTube, so congratulations, you've made it. But hopefully everybody's having a good Monday wherever you are. We'll get through this situation together, and we'll have awesome content coming out every day this week for you guys to make this situation a little bit more fun too. So thanks everybody for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So long for now.